So I guess we should do a little bumper to this episode before we have Jay Miller do his bumper.
Yeah, because we need to tell you guys what's going to be going on during this episode. We're cluing you in.
We're basically, we always play a game here on PBR, but this time, from the get-go, the game is going to start. And basically what we're trying to do is play a game on Jay Miller.
Yeah.
Right?
We're kind of tricking Jay Miller. We're still doing top or bottom, but the other game is during the whole episode. Basically, Jay Miller kind of turns questions around.
He's a master deflector.
Yeah, he's a master deflector.
And knowing this, we're going to tally how many times Derek, myself, and Dennis the intern can get Jay to answer a question that we're asking him, right?
Yes.
If he answers the question that you ask, you get a point. If he deflects, no point awarded. Jay does not know this is happening.
Yeah, he does not know.
So
you do.
You know. I hope you have fun with it. It'll be revealed to him later in the episode, and it's priceless. So I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's going to be priceless, you mean?
It's going to be.
It's going to be priceless.
It's not priceless now.
Not yet.
Later.
Enjoy the episode.
I'm Jay Miller, the host of MidEvenings with Jay Miller and producer of Impractical Jokers, and you are listening to PBR.
Hit it! Sophisticated
podcast, baby. Now tell me something good. Oh, yeah.
What's up, everybody? PBR Podcast, Mike Polano, Derek D. Someone left the door open. Dennis, the intern, sitting in.
Dennis is here.
And one of our favorites of all time. Thank you so much for coming down, Mr. Jay Miller.
Jay Miller!
Oh,
And let me tell you right now, you look amazing on camera.
Good, man.
Yes.
It loves you.
You know what I mean?
The last time I did this show, you had this camera like so close to my face, and I just hated looking at. I hate looking at myself.
But do you hate looking at cameras?
Yeah, I just don't like it. You know when you go get a haircut, it's so depressing because it's just 30 minutes of staring at your face in the mirror, and then when you're done, you just feel so depressed and how terrible you look.
But it's good to get a haircut. I mean, it feel good.
I mean, I kind of know what you're saying. Like when you go, and it's a little bit awkward. But
Right.
you really hate looking at yourself?
Yeah, yeah. Have you seen me?
I think you're strikingly handsome.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I do like last time you were on the show, which I do not believe is up anymore. But right, you had
I don't know.
you had bleached blonde hair,
Yes.
like when Derek was a Slim Shady. At
Yeah,
the MTV
yeah.
Musical.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when I was in a boy band.
Same thing.
No, I've been blonde for almost 3 years. This is the first time I shaved my head, so I'm not blonde anymore.
Well, I think you look great not being blonde. There it is.
I used to do that too back in the day.
But being blonde just makes me look. You can't tell how bald I am. That's what it is.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, it hides it.
So what you're saying is I should probably dye my hair?
You should dye your skin blonde.
Dye my skin blonde.
Bleach your skin, and then no one will notice.
What was that spray that they were selling back in the day? That hair skull spray paint stuff.
Oh, that stuff, no joke, works great.
Yeah, that's
No
not
joke.
back in the day. That's right now.
They
That's
have
now.
that.
Yeah.
That's there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know some people.
when
that
I
use
do
it.
my show, well, when I was doing it when I had brown hair, it's like a stuff that you sprinkle on, and it completely covers it up. It's amazing. For TV, it's awesome.
Wasn't there like a video going around on the internet of them doing that to someone and it just looked like they had a full head of hair?
It gives you a full head of hair.
It's crazy.
I mean, for TV, it does. You just can't if you like rub your hair, then you just
Sweat.
get like these dirty palms.
If it drizzles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have I been introduced yet?
I think so. I think everybody knows that Jay Miller is here.
Jay Miller is here.
He's in the house. I think we
Okay.
even applauded at it.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
That's true.
You know
I
what I mean?
forgot.
I know.
true. I think
I hooted.
Well,
I definitely threw
You
a
did
hoot in
hoot.
there.
Yeah,
I
I
hooted.
smell it.
is this the first time you're meeting our intern,
smell
Dennis?
it.
We don't usually let him sit down on the podcast. Every now and then we do.
This is my first time meeting him. Yes.
What is your
welcome.
first impression of Dennis?
My first impression?
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides
It's-
of the, we're not talking about smell. We're not
it
talking-
would probably be like, I threw a hoot in there
like he thinks he's funny.
if I had to give like a first impression.
What about your second? That's different.
Yeah, you have to give me more time. He seems. What's the deal with him? I can't look at him.
No,
You can look at me.
No one else could look at him.
look at me. I'm ugly. No, right? Look at me. I'm blind.
Don't look at me. I'm blind.
Don't look at me.
Did you see the video? There's a video circulating on the interwebs right now about a bully who
Yes.
punches the blind kid
Oh
in
my
the
God.
face.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
I saw it.
What do you think of that?
And then the other kid comes up and knocks the bully out.
Yeah.
And now he got kicked off the football team.
The kid who came to the rescue.
The hero kid, yeah.
He's
Wait,
suffered consequences.
Who got kicked?
This is at Huntington
There's a
Beach High
blind-
School.
First of all, a blind kid shouldn't be playing soccer.
No, the blind
I mean,
kid
that's
was the
just my-
victim of
that's
the
just my
assault.
thought.
The funny part is that the team's not doing well, and he's the starting goalie.
That's what it is.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon. No, but the blind kid was getting beat up, and then
Bullied, yeah.
he was getting bullied, and then this dude on the football team, popular kid, came up, knocked out that guy, and was like, "What are you doing? Beating up a blind kid?" He's like, "Do it again, I'll kick your ass or whatever."
Yeah.
And which it was good that he did that, but in the school it was like zero tolerance policy. They
Yeah.
suspended him and
Tolerance.
kicked him off the football team.
Can't fight violence with violence, number one. And also, who knows what this blind kid did?
Right, that is true.
He might have deserved it.
Now, the article I read, they said that this dude constantly was always like picking on the blind kid.
Does it
I
really
don't
matter?
know.
Does it really matter?
There's-
what
Do we
Yeah.
really know?
There's a special
This
place in
blind-
hell for people who pick on blind kids.
Does it matter?
I mean,
what does it take for Jay
he
Miller
didn't
to
even
punch
have,
a blind
He
kid?
didn't have the glasses on.
So you weren't even
How do
sure.
you even
Oh, so
know
he
he's
wasn't
blind?
decked out blind style?
He didn't have
No,
the
he
stick.
didn't have the stick.
How blind is he?
He wasn't like cartoonishly blind.
There was no
you
dog.
know?
He wasn't Mr. Magoo,
Yes.
blind, right? Like he was just kind of questionably, just had thick lenses.
Yeah. So who knows?
Well, you know.
This kid might walk around bumping into you all day. You know.
You know why he's bumping into you? Because he's blind.
Okay.
on.
Well, watch where you're going.
It's like God already sucker punched him. What the hell you got to do with some other kid coming up?
Let's get off the blind tip. Let's
Yeah.
talk about Jay Miller for a second,
Let's talk about Jay Miller.
right? Jay, that is a very interesting hat you have on. It says coal. Are you a proponent of coal energy? Are you
it's a
opposed
name
to
brand.
Are you opposed to Earth sustaining its natural beauty?
What about our environment?
yeah,
have a
how do you
strip
feel about
mining.
the environment?
I have a couple coal hats. I'm with
Do
you.
you have a couple coal hats?
Yeah.
Thank you. No, it's just a brand. Here's the fun thing about Earth, is that this Earth is not going to survive much longer. We
No.
all know that, right?
Yeah, we do.
Like your kids, well, I guess like your grandkids aren't going to be able to live like a full life.
Elon
And
Musk is
that's-
already working on that.
Who?
Elon Musk,
Owner,
owner
CEO
of Tesla. Yeah. He's got a whole plan.
Tesla, the band?
No.
Signs,
that's Tulsa.
Everywhere
signs.
Isn't that Tulsa?
No, that's Tesla.
Tesla.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, he wants to nuke Mars
Why?
because he wants to create like the heat and melt all the water on the poles of
I'm
Mars.
with him. Fuck Mars. Fuck, let's send
Get them before they get
let's
us.
Get all the little blind kids and send them to Mars.
Make it a blind prison colony, just to walk around with their sticks swinging at nothing. Think about it,
Please
there's
note
nothing
that-
there, right? So you're not only are you
They don't
blind,
need sticks
but
anymore.
right? You can walk
You can
freely.
walk
Can I just say that
Freely.
the opinions of our
It's
guests
not
do not
really
represent those of the PBR
It's not
podcast.
really a bad thing.
Time out.
guys.
He's on to something special here, Dennis. You're taking it the wrong way.
Taking
This
it the
is not
wrong way.
against the
This is
blind.
not a punishment.
He's trying to free them. There's nothing to bump into.
Except Rob.
No air.
No, we could work on that.
We'll work on that part. We'll nuke and then send the blind people there. Just a whole planet of people bumping into each other.
I mean, you know
do
that.
the dogs
and-
deserve to go to Mars?
Why
Blind
would you send the
dogs?
blind ones? Yes.
You don't need a seeing eye dog anymore.
If you're a blind,
That's true. You got a couple acres to work with before you bump into someone.
I think I
And
know
what
the
a
answer.
great day that would be.
I think I know the answer to this question. But if you're a
Oh my God, I ran into someone
There's
else.
another person.
Oh, what if he turns into a jerk though?
yeah,
Great.
Oh, and then he punches you.
then
in
he
the
punches
face.
you, and you know,
Now you're kicked off the Mars soccer team.
athlete
soccer
named
team.
the Martians.
the first game has been going on since they landed.
If you're a blind dog on Mars, do you still howl at the moon? Do you bark at the moon?
We got two to pick
Which
from.
moon is
I
it? Which
see.
moon are you barking at?
Phobos,
You know this?
dude. Yeah, I know.
You know,
things.
Scott Holden, who's in the room right now,
the
mentioned
heck
that
is-
we needed a nerdier person on the show.
You got him.
I think we just
Yeah.
got that. What do you think, Scott?
By the way, you guys see the camera in the background, and Scott's here, and the What's a Podcast documentary is filming right now.
right. Where can we find them? You might as well tell the camera, Derek.
At Podcast Movie, right, on Twitter.
And there's a website, right?
Whatsapodcast.com. Go check it out. Whatsapodcastmovie.com.
Or just check out That Man on Fat Man. It'll take you everywhere. .com.
Thatmanonfatman.com.
All right, so now that the episode's been brought to a screeching halt,
by Phobos.
let's bring it, right? By the moon of Phobos. Yeah, so
I was just kidding about blind people.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think people
Is that
get
clear?
that. Yeah, this is a
Is that
comedy
really-
podcast.
Okay.
Born and raised in Staten Island?
Yes. Yeah, born and raised
No accent.
Staten Island by way of Phobos.
You were born on the moon. On the moon
Born
of
on
Mars.
one of the moons of Mars.
You know, my accent, what's funny about my accent is I worked at a restaurant in Times Square as a waiter, and almost every table I'd just walk up and, be like, hey, welcome. Can I help you? Can I take your order? Or you want some water? And they were like, water? Oh, we got a real New Yorker here. So I really trained myself to pronounce my R's because of that. So my accent comes out every once in a while, but it's...
Did it hurt when you're up on stage and the spelling bee in 5th grade and you were like, water, W-A-D-E-R, water.
Water.
No, that didn't happen?
No, I never made
Can
it.
I, use
I never
that in a
made it to the
sentence?
spelling bee.
Use water in
Can
a
you
sentence.
use water in a sentence, please?
Would you
I-
like some water?
You want some water?
I had to train myself to. Yeah. I said yesterday a lot, and now I naturally say yesterday. But I was always like, oh, yesterday?
Another one was orange, too.
Orange.
Right? Say
Yesterday.
orange.
Yesterday. What?
Orange.
Orange.
Say orange.
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 But it was weird when someone tells you to say something because now you're more aware of what you're saying. So if it comes up during the show where I say orange, then you...
We have a whole fruit segment coming up, so we are ready to go.
So Jay's here, so this is good. This girl, Carly Jane Considine, is a big fan of our podcast and Impractical Jokers. And she said they were given a task on Impractical Jokers group, maybe it's a Twitter group, I don't know, to read out a list of things.
Oh, I thought the initial task was to text me 100 times in a row.
Why
Did they give out your phone number on air?
No.
Should we now?
I'm kidding. She messages me a lot.
The one I just mentioned?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
She messages me a bunch. There's a bunch of times.
Did she send you the audio of this?
Hello, I'm going to do my accent tag. Scoopsy potatoes, jugs McDonald, ferret, douche, Jack Crispy, shut your face grandma, ninja, Staten Island, Rosie O'Donnell, punishment, Signora Lanza.
What?
Wait, Jay Miller, you're making motions to stop playing that?
Oh, no. No, I don't understand what this
Wait, is it-
Can somebody
I
bring
don't
me?
understand what it
Someone's
is
got to
either.
bring me into what
It kept
is
going.
on.
I don't know. That's a message.
Starting to smell a little awkward in here.
It kind of sounded like Jade. I'm not gonna lie.
It did sound Stimson-y.
But then she did this was cool.
Check out Derek, Dennis and Mike on the PBR podcast. For Twitter, go on @PBRpod or go to their website, pbrpodcast.com.
I did.
There we go.
Why do you, uh-oh.
Is she British?
Apparently,
Yeah, kinda.
unless she's from Kentucky and she's just really
Unless
good
she's
at
just
accents.
doing the
I'm
accent.
looking through her messages that she sent to me to see what our relationship is. Oh, okay. She is in the UK.
Yeah, she's a fan of the show.
Okay. And then she says, she's talking to me at wrestling, awesome Periscope. She says, just to say you are good looking and you shouldn't put yourself down like that. Hot, actually.
Hey, holla.
Yaki.
Love connection. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
All right, Chuck Woolery.
Yeah.
Again, you're seriously cute. And then some other stuff. And then more stuff. I just don't, sometimes I don't understand when people message me with stuff. I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's a Facebook message, right?
It's a Facebook
Yeah, I
message.
got a
It's not
bunch of
my
those too.
text.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about that earlier today, off air. You now have MidEvenings with Jay Miller. You're a stand-up comic. You open for all kinds of people. You do your own shows. You're a writer for Impractical Jokers. You're a producer for them now. You now have this recognizable persona, a celebrity status of a level. What is it like to you when people now are sending you things or coming up to you in the street, saying your name and starting those conversations with you? Like, what is that like to you?
Well, it depends. Someone recognized me at the Giants game, which was very fun. But it's not, I think people think I'm more celebrity than I am. Like, it's...
Well, don't the people decide what kind of celebrity you are?
Yeah, but I'm
Just by the nature of them wanting to come up and speak to you.
I guess so. I don't know. I feel like I'm at like no level of celebrity. So when like people,
Your celebrity is bigger than the common man, though.
Right.
but not by much.
You were recognized at the Giant King.
Not by much. Like people put me on their shows thinking that like people are gonna come and see me, and then I perform. Nobody ever comes to see me perform, and that's when it really sucks. When someone puts you on their show and they're like, I did a podcast. I'm sorry, guys.
You can mention other podcasts.
Oh, okay, I
We're
didn't
cool.
know.
Yeah.
I did a podcast like 3 weeks ago, and it was like a live podcast at this place. And I walk in, and there was literally not one person there.
Not one
Well, the
person.
guy's wife was there, and
Well, but that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm like I'm the guest, and it was like, oh, sorry, I don't know. People think it's a big deal.
Did you
No.
promote it?
Yeah. You know what the problem with promoting now is everything's white noise because
Yeah.
I'm every night it's like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm part of this show, I'm part of that show, so
Yeah.
people don't even look at it anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you combat that? You know,
don't-
say when you want to promote, excuse me, you want to promote mid evenings, right? You're having a big mid evening show. Do you promote that differently than if you were going on this live podcast?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you do it more. I guess you just try and hit it up more. But I don't know. You post something on Facebook, and no one sees it anymore. Events, no one.
No.
It's just
Yeah, it's tough. Like
It's a lot of content to sift through.
It's
You
just
know,
so much stuff.
It's good
yeah.
and it's bad that way. You have a lot more choice, but I mean, there's a lot less people. That's why you got to go big. You got to make sure you're bringing folks in.
And I'm not good at that. I hate promoting myself. I'm terrible at it. So I'm really bringing the mood down, which
Yeah.
is something that I'm very popular for.
Yeah, but I don't
It's
agree.
turning
I
into
think
a sadcast.
Jay, I think that you promote yourself very well. Do you not?
No.
You don't?
Oh wait, what did you point to?
I thought he had a question, but
Oh, I
Frankie, can you nudge him a little bit? I think that you promote yourself very well.
Oh, do you?
I've been doing this.
Okay.
I've been doing this since the beginning.
What's Sadcast?
what's sad?
What's the joke?
See, there's no joke, man. It's just Jay
Yeah, I'm
Miller. It's
missing
like
something.
when Jay Miller's on the show, it's like one of those things where you always feel like as you're recording it, you're like not sure about how it went. But then when you listen back, it's pure genius.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
A Sadcast? What's,
Scott, you had him on your show, right?
wait, what are we saying?
I don't
When
know what
I'm on-
Sadcast
When
is.
I'm on your show, that what?
When Jay Miller is on your show and you're interacting with Jay Miller, sometimes you're not sure about what the hell's happening.
Okay.
When you go back and have the luxury of recording it and you go back and watch or listen to it,
Okay.
it's goddamn brilliance.
Oh, so right now you're like, I don't think this is going well.
I think it's going
No,
great.
no,
It's beautiful.
Maybe when I first met you, I would be thinking that right now, but
Right.
I have experience now, and now I know. you know.
Okay, okay.
But even Jay, even though we're talking to each other, we podcasted with Carla Marie and Joe Gatto at the offices of North South Productions, and we bumped into you, and we were having a conversation. And if it were you, I feel like if Frankie and Derek weren't standing with me, I would have missed 60% of the jokes that you dish out.
Really?
Like you have to be on par with your game when you're talking, even just talking to you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I thought that's a compliment. Does everybody know
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a compliment?
I get what you're saying.
Everybody- like the air just got sucked out of the room. Like I said
No, I
something
don't know.
negative.
No. I don't think so. I don't think it was negative.
Right?
No, this is. It's always weird when other people tell me about me, because I my perception of myself is different from other people's. So when other people tell me things, I'm always like interested. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess that's the thing. I definitely do make jokes for myself more than other people. So so when you think like you miss jokes, they're definitely jokes for me
Do you make yourself laugh?
Yeah.
on the inside,
Yeah.
just to stop me from crying on the
On the outside.
The sad clown.
Nice. I love it.
man.
Yeah.
So tell me about your move, man. You were in the writer's room of Impractical Jokers. Now you are producing. What led to that, man?
Well, I mean, I can't go too deep into the office politics.
No, yeah.
Once I leave the show, I'll come here. I'll dish all that dirt.
On a personal level, to you, Jay Miller. I don't care about the politics, but how do you feel about it? You enjoy it more?
Yeah. I mean, I was in the writers' room for 2 years, and I churned out a lot of ideas, and I've just been wanting to get involved a lot more in the production part, and now I am. Now I'm a TV producer.
Look at you.
I don't know how that.
Look at
Are
that.
we allowed to curse?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Oh, well then I don't know how that happened.
Oh, that's funny because I tried to mute your mic just as you were going to say it anyway.
Are we allowed to?
Can we say happened? Is happened a swear
You
word
can
now?
say happened all you want.
60%.
That's it. That's how it goes.
All right. When
Yep,
do we
TV
start
producer. Yeah, when's it starting?
I don't know. Maybe we should
Should we
just
start
start.
yet?
Should we start over?
Did we start yet?
Can I know a little bit more about the woman who did the voiceovers that you played for us? Like, is she just a listener?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I think he's a fan of ours and mine and yours, and I don't know.
That's awesome, man. I kind of appreciate that. I know, Jay, it kind of freaks you out, but I think that's kind of cool.
I don't want it to come off like I'm mad about it. Sometimes it's. I think I might have confused her with someone else. Like looking at the messages, I was like, I thought she was someone because I have this one person who, like, will just
Constant.
send me a message, and I'm not responding, and then like message, and I'm like, I'm not responding, but then it'll go on for like months and months. We like.
Yeah, I've gotten that too.
Like I'm not responding, so I don't. I mean,
Are you worried about like a Rupert
Like,
Pupkin style
do you
King
say-
of Comedy thing happening? Where
sometimes
you
I
end
do
up in
worry.
someone's basement and you're like, do it funny now for me.
I mean, I think you could block them. I think there's that.
Yeah, but why would you
option.
block them, man? Because I don't know. I think it's like a double-edged sword. Not to be like devil's advocate, but that's kind of what you want, right? You kind of want to have interaction with the people who enjoy
Yeah, but
your
if you're not
talent.
responding, then
yeah.
It's a
But maybe
it's-
that's her outlet. She hears you talking all the time over social media, Periscope, whatever it may be, podcast, and she's just talking back. Isn't that
maybe.
okay?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I don't know who he's talking about. I don't know who this
No,
person
I'm just
is.
saying
but-
in general. I'm talking general speaking.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying like if she's outside your window, that's different.
But it's like, at
Yeah.
what point does the fan cross over into the like obsessed, where now it's like you're only talking
Yeah, what was
to
that
me?
movie with? Was it like Wesley Snipes? Where and
The Fan.
Was it The Fan and
Yeah,
De Niro was in it, right?
De Niro with the knife salesman.
Have
Hey, Bobby! Gotta hit that Bobby!
talk about weird. I had kind of a weird thing. First time this happened to me, a fan. I don't know. I don't think it was PBR. I think it was a fan of FLD. She sent me a picture of her jam.
Whoa.
Yeah,
You got the vagine?
yeah. I was
Her
like,
jam?
what?
It was like a D pick, but the opposite.
yeah.
What'd you do with it?
I just nothing. I was like, what? You're doing that? That's happening? That's a first for me.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird. That's kind of like over the line.
a vagina pic.
Yeah.
Vagina pics are kind of gross. I don't get enough.
That whole area is a mystery, damn it.
It is. Yeah. Not enough girls send me boob pics.
Yeah, I would have rathered a boob pic.
Right,
Like
that
she
pics
went
are
right to
great.
the vag.
I think that's the move, right?
It was crazy.
There's like a breach of etiquette there. Like you start with boob pics.
I don't know who, like, what, where. I didn't respond.
I thought I would be getting a lot more. Like you talk about celebrity. If I was celebrity, I'd be getting a lot more boob pics. And
I wonder
I
if
don't
that's a
get
rating.
I get hardly any.
Like does Clooney and Pitt sit down and talk about how many
what about
boob pics they get?
I don't think they get any, and I'll tell you why.
What about Snapchat?
Because they're not managing their own social media.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
if
mean?
Brad
But the
Pitt
fans
signed
don't know.
up to Snapchat,
Yeah.
it would be tits galore.
It would
Oh,
be,
it would
yeah.
be everything.
They would crush
It would be
servers with
tits,
tits.
and butts
And butts.
and front butts.
Front butts.
Like female front butts.
What is a front? I'm sorry. What is it? Can you define a front butt? I'm a little.
It's a girl's butt, but in the front of her.
Does that mean she's got like a fupa?
No.
You want me to do an impression?
Yeah, give me an impression of a front butt.
Oh,
I mean,
That's a front butt.
that's like a magic
You're
trick.
talking about like a
that was a match. Can I stick my finger in that?
The sad thing is it'll never be seen by anybody. Not even the camera got that.
That didn't get.
No, so we're gonna have to
probably
take a picture
better.
of that later and
Okay.
put it
Go
up.
for
Look at Derek D's social media later for a picture of a front butt.
Picture of a
Oh,
tablecloth front butt.
look at
Dennis,
Jay
remind-
Miller's.
remind me.
Jay Miller's a post picture of the front.
You're
Butt.
gonna put a.
I
let's just
think-
put it on Dennis's. We'll put it up on Dennis's.
I don't want
Here,
that.
no, I'll do it for the camera right here. Here we go.
Here it comes. Ta-da!
It also could be called camel toe too.
Moose
Yes.
knuckle.
Jay, can you do me a favor? I don't know if you ever heard the show, but you've been around enough. Dennis, the intern's here. We usually yell at him, but he's sitting here, so it's weird to yell at him. But I like to ask our guests, if Dennis were across the room and you needed something, and
Right.
you were to yell at him, his name
Yell
specifically. For him.
And then at him.
If he was at the other side of the room,
And you needed to yell for him. I
feel like Jay's gonna break this
what would
down
it sound
like
like?
I'm mad at him.
You could be.
Usually.
Maybe. If you're me, the answer to that question is obviously
Always yes.
Always mad.
He wakes up mad at me.
But you need something right now, and you have to yell for him. How would
You're a
you yell
star. You're not
for
going to
him?
get up out of your chair. You need the intern to do it.
Oh yeah.
So
If that's the case, there's probably a good chance I would just text you.
I told you, Jay.
but would it be
Miller's
all
gonna break
caps?
No, I would just be like, hey, dude, can you do this thing? Or like, hey, you're making everyone feel weird.
That's how you do it.
Upstairs, like,
I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
this. So we should be like,
Texting kind of brings me out though. Like it brings me out of the game. I'm trying to have a conversation.
You gotta all cap it.
Yeah. Dennis! Like that's
so
how
you like
I
that kind
yell
of
for
yelling,
him.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
oh yeah. I mean, you want me to yell? I very rarely yell.
You don't. Your voice never gets raised.
No.
Tell me about your.
What would that sound like?
How does it? How does it bubble when you get angry?
When I get angry, I turn. What's happening? The ladies are talking. They're making.
Producers just interrupted.
making their own podcast.
Producers being producers.
They're making their own podcast.
Frankie.
See, when I get mad, my face turns beet red like a tomato.
Like your headphones.
Yes.
when's the last time you were mad? What was it about? What were you mad about?
That's good.
I got mad in the writers' room recently. I'm trying to think of the exact story. One of the other writers was. We were having a real irk-off session.
Irk off.
Yeah, we were both irking each other up.
Irking each other.
I like that.
I'm using that.
It was a real circle irk.
Yeah.
Was it like his or her idea you didn't like, or he didn't like, or she didn't like
okay.
yours?
I remember what it was. It was this thing where we had to like print out scripts for the next Joker shoot. So we needed 2 scripts. So I was like, well, let's print out 3 just in case.
I like
And
that.
and he was like, we're only using the 2. And I was like, well, just print out a 3rd one just in case. He was like, why would we print out a 3rd one? It's never going to be used. I was like, in case of an emergency. He was like, what kind of an emergency could happen? And I was like, I don't know.
Like, is this really a conversation?
I was like,
I mean, but it,
it was just this thing.
better
Where
safe than sorry.
then I was like,
Right.
just print the 3rd one. He was like, I don't
someone was
understand why we would print the 3rd one. I was like, I don't understand what the problem is with printing
like,
a
is
3rd
is
one.
someone trying to save toner and
That's
paper?
what I
worried about
said.
ink?
I was
Yeah.
like, is this a paper issue? Which got like a big laugh in the room. But it was a thing where like we had been working in the room together for so long that it was just, like one of those days
Little
where you could
things.
tell
Every
like
little- yeah.
he's kind of messing with you and you're kind of like where it was just like, just let it go. We were both like, let it go. And after like, there'd be like 5-10 seconds of silence and you'd just be like, but why can't we just print a 3rd one? I don't understand. And I was like, and I started like my,
Getting
Yeah.
red.
I started getting red. But
The
before
temperature
that,
started rising.
before that was when I was a teacher. Every once in a while, the kids would get me. So I probably yelled at the kids maybe like 5 times in my entire teaching career. But anytime it happened, the kids would freeze and it'd be like, Mr. Miller, I've never seen you get that red before. I was like, yes, son, I get red.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What
You were a
was-
teacher. How long did you teach?
8 years.
Wow, what grade?
Oh, I was a para. So I worked with like special needs kids.
Oh wow.
8 years I did it.
Any of those kids gonna end up on the moon of Mars?
Phobos.
60% is
Were you
that
involved in?
100%.
Were you involved in production then? Were you involved in production at all then when you were teaching?
I just did my show.
Yeah.
I did my own show, MidEvenings. I guess that's it. I've just done. I feel like I've done so much little stuff for so long.
How did MidEvenings start?
Oh God.
Wait, but before we go to that, that's a great question. But did you print the 3rd sheet?
Did you print the
Yeah,
third
yeah,
sheet?
really, yeah.
Did you print it?
We did.
Ah,
You win.
won.
And the 3rd sheet was.
Did you need it?
It was very close to being needed. So.
See?
Let me ask you this: were you up higher on the seniority ladder than this dude?
No.
Oh, don't tell me you were arguing down.
No. We were on a
Or equal.
We were on a plane.
Yeah.
What do you call that ladder? With the ladder, there's
An A-frame?
Is that it? Where you could like stand on the ladder this way for a vertical ladder, horizontal ladder.
Front butt?
You taught.
What?
You taught. Yeah, you have difficulty deciphering vertical from horizontal. You had to.
I have to think of. I have to think of the horizon. That's
It
the
helps,
only
it
way I
helps.
know horizontal.
Okay.
It's true. I
It's a
also
fun trick.
I also write with my right. It's the only way I'll know my right hand.
Stop it.
Yep.
Next, I'm going to teach you how to do your 9 times tables on your fingers.
I know this one. I finger man. 9 times 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 63.
Ooh.
What movie is that from? Finger. I'm the finger man. Stand and Deliver. Edward James Olmos.
You're late for the show. Come to the show.
I am the finger man.
He's decomposing in my locker.
Ooh, Dennis made it funny.
That was good, Dennis. That's one of my favorite
Wow.
movies.
And you touched him. You should
He's
wash.
decomposing in my locker.
I got it from the mailman. He's decomposing in my locker.
That is great. Get that? Can we get that sound effect?
We'll try to find it.
Dennis!
This is what sucks
Hold
when you,
on.
have, when you have him
I'm
sitting.
gonna text him. Dennis, can you get that?
You're making people feel weird.
All right, cool.
So, what else, Jay?
Yeah, tell us about. No, but tell us about mid evenings, man. I like where Dennis was going with that.
Yeah, I kind of want to hear more.
Like, where did that begin?
God, I mean, we talked about it on the last show, didn't we?
I don't know. People want to know.
I'm always talking about it.
Why do you feel so weird talking about it?
I hate talking about me and my show. I'll try and how about give me 60 seconds and I'll talk about it.
What do we do for the 60 seconds that we're
Yeah,
waiting?
what are we doing right now?
No, I'll talk about it for 60 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll
Give
move
us
on.
the Reader's Digest version. You don't have to go to it, do it?
Yeah.
Reader's Digest version.
Yeah.
What is
Reader's
Reader's, what is Reader's Digest?
Remember my-
Listen,
I
it's
used-
not. Hold on.
my
Hold
mom
on.
used to
hold
get
on a
Reader's
second.
Digest, and
It's not about what I think of Reader's Digest. What do you, Jay Miller, think Reader's Digest is?
I mean,
See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Okay.
it used to be like a little like TV guide sized book, and it used to have stories in it, right?
Yeah, Norman Mailer art.
Yeah, and they had that one section with jokes.
Jokes. I remember
There's
the
like
joke
the
section.
jokes, like the laughter section. Oh. Some of them are all right.
We should look for those too. But what is it? Is it people who don't have time to read a book, or is it just half a book?
No, sometimes there's like good stories in there, like just like a story of something happened in someone's life, and it's like an interesting story. You'll read.
Like
is it still around?
I don't know if it is, but like in your
Yes,
opinion, though,
it is.
In your opinion, Jay Miller, what did you think Reader's Digest was?
I just told you.
It was a
You
digestion of
wasn't
reading.
even listening, Dennis. I said a whole thing. You didn't listen to any of it.
I said a whole thing. What?
Oh, hold on. Here we go.
You found it?
Yep.
All right, I found it too.
It's actually
It's like a minute
Lou
25.
Diamond Phillips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buster, why don't we just admit it?
This is funny.
It's wait.
I'm waiting.
We can't see it, but
Why don't you forward it?
Wait for it. Here it comes.
wait for it.
Lou Diamond Phillips is talking
I
about.
got the test ahead of time. I passed it out to everyone else.
How did you get the test?
Mailman. I strangled him. His body's decomposing in my locker.
And everybody laughs.
It was the early 90s, man.
All right.
I have some Reader's Digest jokes for you.
Let's hear 'em.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
hear.
It looks like they're long. Okay. Here we go. The biggest change after having kids was putting a swear jar in the house. Whenever I say a bad word, I have to put $1 in the jar. And at the end of every month, I take all that money and buy myself a nice steak for being such a cool dad.
That's the joke.
That's it. That's for comedian Mark Chalafolks or Chalafo.
Give him credit.
Yeah.
Nice one, Mark.
I want to read jokes from like
Book 'em.
1980 though.
It's all about E.T. and cocaine.
So we
So
didn't
what's
even get
next?
we didn't even get our 60 seconds.
I tried to deflect.
You did try. Did
Jay, you want me to time? I'll time you.
Yeah, let's give him 60 seconds on the clock. Show it to the camera directly.
60 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? Jay Miller breaking down mid-evenings right here on PBR Podcast. 3, 2, and 1.
MidEvenings is a show I started as a live theater show in Staten Island involving like weird Staten Island people. We did it in the back of a bar. Then we did it like in a big theater and we had a lot of people come. And then I started doing it at our local public access cable station. And now it's a show that's super weird and has a lot of weird people and a lot of uncomfortable moments. And everyone who works on the show are volunteers of Staten Island Community Television. So all our camera people and our director, they're all like over 50 years old. And no one is really great at their job, which gives our show this really like terrible feel to it. But it's what I want. Like the editing is weird and choppy. The cameras like takes way too long to zoom in. And some people like it. And if you like it, you get it. If you don't get it, you're never gonna get it or like it.
One time. That was
pretty good. Woo! Wow.
I'll move that.
I get it though, and that's awesome. I need to. You can only get that in Staten Island though.
Yeah, because it's on. New York City too, right? Because it's in public access.
That scared the hell out of me.
Really?
Got a little sexier, didn't it?
I thought it was coming from the other room.
This is the point of the show where you and Dennis.
What?
What happened? We bored Scott. He had to leave.
I guess so. They had
Did
to
they go
go
home? He what?
on their way to the stash.
What does that mean?
The secret stash? I don't know. Maybe they're going to film somebody else. You know, it's,
No,
it's a movie in the making.
Excuse us.
No, the Secret Stash is a comic book store in Redbank
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
that Kevin Smith owns.
I'm not a nerd.
And that's why he left. He didn't want to be insulted. This music indicates a game we like to play. It's called Top or Bottom. I'm going to read you 2 words. You're going to tell me if these 2 things were in a relationship, which one would be on the top, which one would be on the bottom. It's tailored to you. We're going to round table it, starting with you. Are you ready to play?
Yeah, I'm gonna Periscope this.
Yeah, bring it up. You should have probably
Can I do
periscoped the intro. You want me to do the intro again so people know what the hell's going on? Or are you just going to film yourself?
No, I don't.
No, I like that. You can film yourself.
I don't want people listening to it have to hear it twice.
Okay. Top or bottom, number 1. ISIS or dog poop?
ISIS or dog poop?
Yes. Are you familiar with both?
They're not even
Related.
They're not even related.
Says who? I mean, that's your opinion, I think, right?
Yeah.
I think it's part of the game.
It is part of
You're playing the game right now.
You are.
Well, listen, I've already made fun of blind kids. There's no way that I could
What?
like say something. I have to put down ISIS.
You don't want to offend dog poop.
No, I don't want to say anything positive about ISIS. You know what my favorite kind of ISIS is? Italian ISIS.
That's so bad. Dennis the intern. Sorry, Derek.
Did we get it? Did we get a?
Yeah, we did. He said dog poops. You have to say it.
Basically, I'm just not going to say ISIS is on top.
No, so you're saying the other. The last.
ISIS is on the bottom.
Yes.
Who's on top?
Yeah, can you isolate that?
Who's on top?
America.
Who's on top? Yeah, America's on top.
That's
ISIS
not
is on the
America's.
bottom.
America's not an option.
It's not an option.
It's not an option.
Oh, no, I'm saying they're the same.
That America and ISIS are the same?
No, America.
You're confusing me.
America and dog poop is the same.
Oh! So you don't want to offend. You don't want
Isolate-
anything positive about ISIS. but you just
Isolate
offended
that.
all Americans.
Yes, I am against
Are you
countries.
communist? Are you communist?
Am I communist?
You're against countries?
Tommy.
No, that made no sense. That made no sense.
The kids' countries.
Screw the opening
General.
ceremonies of the Olympics. They're too long.
Yeah.
Screw countries.
Yeah, ice is on the bottom.
Why are you skipping Dennis?
Yeah, man, I got feelings.
Who cares if we skip Dennis?
All right, go ahead. But you're right.
You've been skipping me everything like twice in the last show.
What? Well played.
ISIS is on the bottom.
Dog poop on top. I agree with you.
Who's
I
on
think
the
we're all
top?
in agreement. Right?
Dog poop.
This is
on
gonna
the top.
sound really weird and terrible,
Too late.
but every now and then. Well, no, maybe it's not dog poop, but
Finish that.
sometimes
thought,
when
man.
you fart, you like it, right? Sometimes.
Top or bottom number 2, Saturday or Sunday?
You didn't get Dennis' answer.
No, we skipped it.
Okay.
Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah.
I have something on my arm. What's that? Food?
No.
What is that?
How did you get food up there?
I don't know. I took a shower and everything. Speaking, I'm starving. That's what pizza up top, and then 2 minutes later, it'll be pizza in my bottom.
That's true. That's not the question, though. The question is Saturday or Sunday. Right?
That was a good one.
That counts, by the way.
It does?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends what year it is. What
2015.
No. What season it is?
It's fall.
Like, I love Sundays, football Sundays.
Oh, word.
I wake up 1 o'clock. I'll watch football until 1 in the morning. So I love Sundays, but any other time, I love Saturdays. But ultimately, I think I got to put Saturdays up because I can go out Saturday night. You know what I mean? Get fucked up, meet some girls, put my P into a V, So.
Oh, that's one of the most interesting.
The analysis was breathtaking.
That's for YouTube, everybody. If you're listening to this right now,
I think it was also anatomically correct.
That is. That's what my P looks like.
Dennis.
Looks like this.
That's all wiggly. I got to put, except for football season, Saturday on top. Sunday on the bottom.
All
But
right.
during football
Very
season,
similar.
Sunday.
All right.
Full disclosure, I don't like smelling farts or poo or anything. I don't even feel like
We
I'm
said
weird.
it and we isolated.
That's isolated. That's a drop now. We'll be playing
No,
that
no,
at the
no.
top of every
When
show.
did you say you like smelling farts?
No, I said.
It was about 5 minutes
5
ago.
minutes
And where
ago.
were you? You were periscoping.
Jay-
I was thinking about pizza.
I was thinking about
There's
pizza.
pizza. The pizza's here, right, Frank?
Pizza's already here?
Yeah. I mean, do you want to eat while you're podcasting? We
Yeah,
can.
just once. Can I just
There
have
it
one
is!
slice?
Wait, hold on.
Sorry. Get him a slice.
There is pizza here, actually.
Yeah.
Nice. So no, that is a tough one because I hate Sundays because then you can't. No, I love Sunday for football, but then you can't go out Sunday night because you got to be up and on camera in the morning on Monday. So I got to go Saturdays on top. But I love football and Sunday football. I'm exactly
Hey.
Jay Miller's answer.
Jay Miller answered that better than anybody in the world
Yeah.
could have answered that. We're all in agreement. I think Sunday in the fall during football season.
P and
is
the
the
G,
best.
I mean,
P and
I'm
the V,
down.
all that stuff, right?
P into V.
Yeah.
Top or bottom number 3, Snapchat or Periscope?
Periscope is so dumb. I mean, Snapchat is so. Can they both be equally dumb? But Periscope is. I haven't figured out how to make it work yet. Someone is going to figure it out and be great at it. And I keep trying to do it. I just want every Periscope that I do to be like something interesting and not just like, hey guys, I'm just here walking around New York, or like, hey, I'm at this thing now. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just.
Do you know our one of our top viewed Periscopes is you putting on suntan lotion in Manhattan?
That's a good one.
That's a good one,
I
right?
also thought you were taking a picture.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I was like, oh my god.
Gave him 2 slices.
You didn't know that was live. That's some Roni on that,
He said
too.
1 slice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take my glasses.
Come on, Frank.
Yeah, you know what? I thought you were taking a picture, or I didn't know what you're doing. So I was like spraying and like
Very
spraying,
sensually.
and I was like, okay.
Sensuous.
Did I say it wrong?
I think you did. You
You're fired.
said sensuating.
Get out.
Yeah, I accentuated. Oh my god.
So did you answer the question, Snapchat or Periscope? As you take a giant.
This is why we don't have people eat on the
Gianni'sPizzeria.com.
Well said.
guys, like I just got a little something into my belly, and then we can start.
So
I kind of like Snapchat. Snapchat is the thing that people send me the stupidest shit. People just send me a picture of like anything.
Their front
You know
butt.
what I mean? Yeah. No,
Front
I don't
butt?
get front butts.
Oh, that's right.
They'll just send me a picture of a fucking tree and be like, a tree. I'm like,
I've seen trees before.
yeah, send boobs.
Like, I wish you would.
They also, I have this one like girl who's like 12 years old who messages me every day. Hi, hello, like chatting with me, not even sending pictures, just chatting. And I'm just like, I never respond to her, and I do want to. I don't know. How do you respond back with that?
Hello.
No.
She's 12 years old.
How
Probably
do you
just don't
respond
respond at all.
back nicely to a 12-year-old and be like, "Hey, you're 12. I can't talk to you." Like, how do you say that?
Beat it, nerd.
You could be inspirational, right? Can't you be like, hi, I hope
Stay
you're
in
really
school.
getting good grades.
Sure.
Stay in school.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah. Crack is whack.
Follow your dreams.
I also don't want
Be a leader.
I don't want them to know that I even
Study
Saw
math.
reached out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, when
That
Jay,
could go 0 to creep real fast.
yeah.
So were you saying
Jay
that?
Miller texted me and told me to stay in school. Like,
So were you saying that Periscope was on top or Snapchat was on top?
Snapchat's on top only because there is a rare chance that I could see a boob.
You can see boobs on Periscope.
I've yet. No one has showed me a boob on Periscope.
I think there's like porn stars on Periscope that do that do.
Yeah, no,
just
that's
gotta follow.
You're
different.
following the
No,
wrong
it's got to be
person.
natural.
It's got to be natural.
Natural
Oh,
boobs.
and
Like,
for
I-
you,
you
not
could just watch porn.
Yeah. Amateur
Okay,
boobs.
Why go on Periscope? I was following the Suicide Girls. I love the Suicide Girls. If there's any of them out there, I mean,
at Jay Miller.
Yeah, none of them ever talked to me.
At MidEvenings. Did you answer the question?
How's that pizza,
No, I
Jay?
made a joke just for myself. I said none of them ever talked to me, which is true. None of the Suicide Girls ever talked to me.
Wait, why
Why
do-
is that funny?
Who are the Suicide Girls? Why do I know that?
You guys don't know
I know
who
who
it
the
is?
Suicide Girls
Yeah.
are.
I feel like I do. Why?
They
They're a bunch of tattooed wild women.
bombshells.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And I think they're
They're like-
prostitutes
No, they're not. They're just super cuties, and they're nice girls.
that have sex for money.
No, they don't.
They don't?
They don't have sex for
Are you
money.
sure?
Yes, they
There goes
just
the,
they're just models.
There goes the Suicide Girls coming on the
Yeah, really.
podcast.
They're going to unbook now?
No,
Suicide Girls, come on in.
I'm just curious as to what Jay Miller thinks is on top or the bottom.
yeah, I'm still
they're
waiting.
just, no, but here's the funny thing about Suicide Girls. On their Periscope, every time it'll be like, Sexy Lana is like periscoping, and you'd be like, oh shoot, and you go on right away. And she's like, hey guys, I'm gonna make a cake for everyone. Like, and all the comments, everyone's just like, show your tits, show your tits.
It's like the worst of humanity.
And she's just like,
I'm writing a birthday card for my
Take it
dad. Let me see your butthole.
let me see that front bottom.
The front butt. What's
So-
on top? What's on the
So
bottom?
what was that?
So what was Snapchat top?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm putting Snapchat on top just 'cause I use it more than Periscope.
I love how you now Freudian slip. When I say Dennis, you answer. It used to be just like I would say because Derek and Dennis, and now every time I say Dennis, you answer.
I'm still hungover.
You want to let Dennis answer, Derek?
No. Yeah.
All right, Derek G.
No.
All right. Hey, everybody. Fastlane Daily.
Is that your impression of Dennis? You're right there.
I would put Periscope. I like that. It's like a little 5-minute TV show.
Did you ever watch my Periscopes?
Not yet.
Oh, wow.
I can't wait to see you.
You are missing out.
Accentuating
You're missing out on me
yourself
making
with,
a cake.
I think we should just Periscope you eating pizza.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if this is too inside baseball, but he has like he's tallying something.
Yeah, he counts. That's part of his job.
What are you tallying?
He counts minutes in segments.
Yes.
But that for some reason, instead of using a timer,
He's tallying
he tallies the.
no,
the
that's
seg-
not true.
That's the truth.
No way.
It is.
He tallies like he's in jail. Like
Yeah.
he counts time like a jail.
Yeah,
person.
because later when he's editing this, he tallies
I'll
where
know
the
who said
cuts
what
are
where.
and the jokes, and it's all he does it the dumbest way I've ever seen by tallying.
That's why he's an intern.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I mean, maybe he can explain it better. It's his theory.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, that's it. I'm just marking time.
Wow.
It's weird.
Wait till he finds out what a watch is.
I got one.
It's gonna change everything for him.
The whole game is gonna flip.
Wait till he finds out what a watch
I'm
is.
still using abacuses.
Derek,
Use the sun. What?
I would love it.
Snapchat on the top.
I would love
Periscope.
it if your watch is just a bunch of tallies
Yeah,
that
it
are
is.
constantly going.
I got a Periscope more though. I do. So sorry if you follow me and you know.
But you don't.
But I will.
Is it going to be good? I
gonna
think
be
that's the problem.
It's gonna be good. That's
Yeah, if
why
it's
I
not
don't.
good,
That's
don't
why I
do it.
don't. Because unless I got something good to
Good.
do.
Okay, so I appreciate you not doing it.
Yeah. We'll follow each other. We'll figure it out.
I think Periscope's on top. I do not get Snapchat. I refuse to put it on my phone. All right, I put it on my phone yesterday, but I don't know what it's doing.
It's one. You know what it is? It's like if you had to take a picture of something, like, well, I really don't want to Instagram that. It's not worthy maybe of being up forever. But I just want to get a quick pic and send it to some people or put it to
Yeah,
your
but
story.
I don't get it. Like, if I don't even get if I take
And
a
the
picture
vid-
where it goes.
Like, you don't want to put up videos. You just want to take a quick video and have it go away. You know, that just show people.
But wasn't Snapchat the reason why it started was so that people could send each other, risque photos
I don't
without
think so.
worrying?
Was that really the original idea, though, was it?
I think it was, man.
Yeah.
And if you take a screenshot, doesn't it alert you that they took a screenshot?
Yeah.
So that you
Snapchat
can,
is
what's the
just for sending boobs and butts and front butts. Like people sending trees. That's just so stupid. There should be
what if, like,
chatting involved. Like,
what if you're really into trees though? You're an arbophile.
That's called a stick pic. Hey now.
Dennis the intern has a number 4, I believe. Top or bottom, number 4.
Driving around or pudding?
I don't get it.
This before.
Dennis the intern listens.
Oh, can you explain? Explain to the world.
I think he should explain.
With a mouthful of pizza.
With a mouthful of pizza.
A mouthful of Gianni's
He
pizza.
was on Gianni'sPizzeria.com.
I almost killed the guest.
He was on a podcast where he had to ride around in a car.
yeah,
for an
with
hour.
these two girls. Two girls, Noelle and Jenny. That their podcast is Driving Miss Jenny. Is that it? Yes. And they came and picked me up, and they drove me around in their car to record the podcast. And I just got car sick. I was like, "Can we just pull over?" And we just drove around searching for pudding. I don't think we ever found pudding. But what was the question?
Which is on top?
Pudding
top
or
or bottom? Driving around or pudding?
Pudding's always on top. Pudding's my second favorite food of all time.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What, like chocolate pudding?
Any pudding.
Like rice pudding?
I don't like rice.
Tapioca?
Yeah.
I mean, rice pudding. If we were to play who's on top, chocolate pudding, rice pudding, I'd be here all day trying to figure that out.
I like it that much.
I don't like rice pudding.
You don't? Some
No.
rice pudding can be really good.
It's weird. Rice pudding? Think about it. Why?
You have a choice. There's a gun in your head. You can have those 2 slices of pizza or a little cup of chocolate and rice pudding. Which one do you take?
Or chocolate rice pudding.
I've already told you that pudding is my number 2 food of all
Well,
time.
maybe
What's
pizza
number
was
one?
number 1.
No, it's not number 1. Barbecue sauce, number 1.
Just barbecue
Wait,
sauce.
just barbecue? You a bowl full of barbecue sauce and a spoon. You're good to go.
No, I just think as barbecue sauce is food, right? So it's my favorite food. It's barbecue sauce, pudding, and then vinegar and pickles. That's my top 4. My
Do you
top
not-
4 favorite foods of all time.
Dude, those aren't even food.
What do you mean?
Toppings.
Condiments.
That's like saying my favorite part of ice cream is the sprinkles.
I do love.
No,
Is
it's
that number
not.
5?
No, it's not. It's food, right? Pudding
It's
is
edible.
food.
A condiment is food.
Is it really?
100%. You get it at a grocery store.
But
It's
like
food.
you go to a Sunday dinner. Ooh, I can't wait to eat some tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yes,
that's different.
yes.
Yes.
That I could just.
the
but that-
tomato sauce?
Sydney
Oh, that's some bread.
Lesperance,
Cha-ching.
our fact checker, please fact check and tweet it to the world. Are vinegar and barbecue sauce considered food? The answer we all know is yes.
It is food. But like, you don't go to a restaurant.
Don't mind me. Let's have a plate of barbecue
Yeah.
sauce.
Ooh, you know what? Can I just get a little vinegar?
I love vinegar.
Hey, are you not a crust eater?
I mean,
I'm
you
not.
did. That's the best. You left the best part of the pizza. I'm
Is
not
that like-
gonna lie.
No.
How do you not eat the crust?
The crust is not the best part of the pizza.
That part right there is the best part. It's got
It's
that
so
one
good.
last bite of cheese and sauce and a nice crust.
So you're saying the first bite of a pizza is not as good as the crust?
Yes, I'm saying that bite
You're
there
saying
is
the
the
part
ultimate
of the
bite.
pizza that has cheese and sauce on it and a possible topping is not as good as the back part
the
that
tip.
has nothing on it.
The tip is sometimes it's limp, which is I don't like that. You know, you fold it up and it
been doing
drops.
that-
Like that's a negative.
Mike
piece of
likes to
pizza.
take it all the way to the base.
Have you been doing that since you were a?
I feel like you're exaggerating here.
I don't know. I'm not.
You could say it's good.
Have you not been a crust
but it's
eater
not
since you
the
were?
best part of the pizza.
I think
Because
it's
if it was
great.
why don't they make an entire pizza made of crust?
They do.
It's called pizza frites.
Yeah.
What?
It's a hot pocket.
Pizza frites is just the dough with sugar on it. It's amazing.
Dennis.
Sugar, my fifth favorite food.
Pudding. How am I going to follow that? Pudding.
Pudding on top.
Pudding's on top. Top or bottom, number 4, writing or producing? Number 5, I apologize for those keeping tally.
I'm supposed to keep tally? Damn
I'd
it.
probably say producing on top. I think I'm better at it. Yeah, I think I'm probably better at it. But we'll see. I mean, part of me is like, I'm new to it, but I'm not new to it. I've been doing it forever.
Been in the game.
I done been in the game. If you see my show, you know what I produce. I produce laughs. Yeah, produce on top. Produce on top.
That's also food.
That's also food. Yes, writing.
Number 6.
Writing on top?
Writing on top.
Why-
Producing
how so?
is so much work. I'd rather just sit, get my thoughts on some paper, and let you guys make fun of me.
How so?
How so what?
How so?
How so?
oh, got awkward.
You ever have that? Anyone have that? That professor in college that no matter what you said, they would just answer with a question with a question. How so? And you give like a dissertation on why producing is better, and then they just look at you and go, "How so?"
Come on, respond.
No.
Socratic.
Derek D.
I do like to write, but I do like producing kind of more of your front butt, yeah.
He's left on something, man.
Yeah, producing on top, writing on the bottom. But I do like to write.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
write comedy.
I'm gonna say producing. I don't know. Writing is kind of.
But why?
I don't know, because we're in production right now as we speak, and I'm teary eyed. I'm crying. I'm laughing. You know what I mean? When I'm sitting down writing some of it, I'm not crying and laughing. I'm just kind of getting through it. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Jay Miller's just sitting here laughing at nothing, and we're in production, so I'm gonna say producing.
He's having a good time.
Having a good time.
That pizza's
You
on
want
the
me to
bottom
write
now.
some stuff?
No, I want you to produce some shit like laughs.
Oh, yeah. I'll produce some laughs. What do you want? Give me a topic.
I just gave you 5 of them.
Oh. I thought you'd give me like rapid fire. You give me
Okay.
a topic, I'll produce a laugh.
Hamsters.
Hamsters?
Yeah.
How did the rumor of hamsters going into people's butts get started? I mean, it had to start.
Richard Gere. There's an answer to that.
How did it connect to Richard Gere?
Because he did it.
No, he
What do you
didn't
mean?
do it.
That's a fact.
No, it's not a fact.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure.
I don't think he
I
did
don't
that.
think.
I don't think
No
so.
one has ever put a live hamster up their butt and
But
had
why?
it
Why do they
crawl
want to
around.
do that?
That has never happened.
Gerbils. They do like gerbils. But
That's what I think
what's
we were
the
talking
point
about, right?
of doing that?
It's never happened. It's not a real thing. It's an urban legend. Go to Snopes.
Is Snopes a valuable source?
It is, but
Like
in order for
Wikipedia?
that to actually be real, someone would need to come forward and say, "Oh yeah, that's what I do."
Yeah, I put hamsters
I'm
in
all-
my
No,
ass.
you know where it comes from, though? The reality comes from the emergency room workers.
Well,
They're
no,
the ones who see it.
They get
know.
stuff out of people's butts all
All
the
the
time.
time.
But I just think they would be on the news.
You
Like,
could
Chuck-
Google image it right now, and you'll get
I don't need to
100
put
different
that
things
stuff. It's not
x-rayed
real.
in people's
It's
butts.
not
You
real.
think it's all fake?
It's not. It never happened ever to anyone.
I think people.
Oh,
wait,
I don't know about that.
I think people put stuff in their butt. I'm just saying that I don't think that people are shoving gerbils up there.
No, they're not. No one's shoving fucking gerbils up their butt. Let alone Richard Gere.
Richard Gere didn't do it.
Also, Rod Stewart didn't drink so much. He had to get his stomach.
Yeah, that's the other one.
It's
Yeah.
not real. These things didn't happen. The gerbil thing. Yeah, now I'm mad.
You're mad?
I'm one of the.
Richard Gere deserves better.
Yeah, anyone who knows me knows how much I defend Richard Gere.
What was your favorite Richard Gere moment? What movie? There's obviously one that pops into everyone's head. What's your favorite moment Richard Gere's produced on the silver screen?
My favorite moment that Richard Gere has produced on the silver screen. Well, I guess that movie where he fell in love with a hooker, because that is every guy's dream. So
If they look like Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
But very rarely do you find a streetwalker who looks like her.
sure, but if I found a hooker who was attractive,
I'd be like, stop hooking.
I would take her in. Yeah.
Roxanne,
You know, it's
I'd
you
buy her
don't
a
need to put
dress.
on that
I
red
was
light.
just gonna say, man, it's kind of funny. Like that's a ongoing theme in movies and television. Often, it's always a storyline. If you watch Ray Donovan, that's like a major storyline right now going on with Ray Donovan's brother and a prostitute. But you're right. In reality, that's never what it's like. Like there's no teeth, there's disease, there's poverty,
Well, it
Bugs in the
depends
front butt.
there's front butt.
Depends how much you're spending, though. If you're spending $50 on a hooker, sure, she has no teeth. But you spend $3,000, she has most of her teeth.
Yeah, but now you have to provide her the out.
Most
So you got to be able to bring her a $3,000 a day lifestyle, or else she's going to be like, yeah, you're great, we're fun, we're going on roller coasters, you're snapping my hands inside of jewel boxes, but you're not $3,000 a day.
Wait a minute. They did not go on a roller coaster in that movie.
I'm just saying in general, I like going on roller coasters.
Oh, so you would?
I don't think hookers like going on roller coasters with their clients.
that
They
is
do when they're with Dennis.
Dude, they're like regular people. They like.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Also, what they like to do isn't
Not while
really
they're
the point
hooking.
of getting a hooker.
Yeah, seriously.
Unless she's giving you a handy while
I
you're.
can't believe how
guys.
sensitive you're being.
Guys, what do you
Eric D.
I am not.
Do you think
What, she doesn't deserve to go on a roller coaster?
No,
Really?
she does. I'm saying when you're out there on the street and you're hooking,
what do you think? The only
she's not
time-
like, "Yo, take me on a roller coaster." But she might be taking on like a mental roller coaster, but not a.
No.
You're insulting.
I am
really.
not.
I
if
think
I'm
the
like-
only time she can go
what if
up
she's-
and down is in bed.
Yeah.
No.
That's not what I'm saying.
Sometimes it's on a fast-moving train ride.
Yeah, what if
at
you're-
an
what if
In
amusement
Jackson,
park.
New Jersey,
Yeah.
called Runaway
What if you're
Train.
picking her up outside of Jackson? You want to be like,
That's right. You know what?
Here's the thing.
let's get a
You're
corn dog and hit
disgusting.
Medusa.
I feel like if you pick up a prostitute and you're like, hey, we're just gonna hang out for the entire day and have fun, they would like that
They would like
more
that.
than
Yeah,
making gross sex with a stranger.
Right. They'd probably
You'd have to
say,
pay them,
thank you.
though.
Let's go. Maybe we should paintball.
You still have to pay them for their time.
You know?
Pick up a prostitute and go paintball.
Right. We don't give her a gun. You just give her a head start.
If you pick up, see,
what?
So now who's insensitive?
What are you talking about? It's sport. She,
Like,
she has a chance.
Why can't you be like,
She knows she has a chance.
I was on my way to a cooking class, and you look like, we could have some fun.
I feel
Make
like
us
I'm
souffles.
being very genuine in this conversation. I feel like you pick up a prostitute and you pay her for the day, but you like do fun stuff.
What if you just need some stuff done around the house?
So,
Do some windows, help me with my laundry.
how do you spell windows?
Windows. Ooh, some windows.
Please spell it for you. Want me to use
Windahs.
Do you want the origin of the word?
Windows.
Speaking of,
yeah.
last year, Wyndham Hotels called me and offered me like a free vacation. Well, it wasn't free. It was like for $140. It's
The opposite. Of
That is not free. That's
But
money.
it was $140 for like 4 days, 5 nights. No, 5 days, 4. How does that work?
It would be
It was 5 days, 4 nights.
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
days, 4 nights at a hotel in anywhere in of one of the Wyndham hotels. They also give me a $200 American Express card once I get there.
Okay.
And all you have to do is go like look at their
Timeshares.
timeshare
Sucker.
for
Yeah.
2
Oh,
hours.
those
Yeah.
are those things.
But
Did it work?
Did you go?
well,
Did you bring a hooker?
no, it was a year ago. I let it lapse. I never even used it, and I spent it. I got to try and like call them up and see if I could still use it. You said Winda, made me think of Wyndham, made me think of I had this vacation that I bought a year ago.
Wait, did you pay for it?
I paid for it.
Yeah, but if it's $140 for 5 days, 4 nights, and
That reminds me of that documentary,
give you
Queen of Versailles.
$200.
Did you get the $200 card?
No, you get it when you go.
Oh, yeah, they hold on
so
to
I
that.
didn't go. But it's not a like a scam. I understand. Like I get to do like it pays off if I have to go for 2 hours and sit through a seminar.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But it's a high pressure sell.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know, but they've never met me.
They just did a. There was
I
Can
would
you imagine me in that situation?
time out a second. Why are we not doing this? We need to rig you up with cameras and get some other people there, and we'll do like a hidden camera shoot of you toying with this guy, trying to sell you a timeshare.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
I feel like I wouldn't even toy with him. I would just be me.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
that's what it is.
That would be amazing. I would watch that. I'd watch
Halfway
that.
through, that guy would be like, I can't tell if this is going well. It's like, but I feel like when I read back my notes, this is going to be genius.
You bring him to the cusp like you have a pen, and you're like,
I'm ready to
wait a minute.
sign.
You're
You know
about to
what?
sign it, and you're like, hold on a second.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
Jay Miller him.
Yeah, the pen has no ink in it. Classic Jay Miller bit.
Jay, how do you feel about how do you feel about playing a little game?
A little bit of game?
A little bit of game.
How long have we been recording for?
Long enough.
3 years.
All right, Jay Miller. This is a point in the game
Is this
where
getting edited?
yeah, not really.
No, not really.
This is where we play a game. Normally, something I don't know, entertaining.
Yeah.
But we figured that I don't know. I don't really know how to describe this. We try something new. You know, we bumped into you up in the city the other day, and I don't know. The conversation just kind of kept getting turned. Like Jay Miller's a master of turning the conversation.
Master of deflection.
You are the master of deflection. So I want you to introduce this game for us today.
Oh God.
Just
I got
read
a
it.
message.
Just read that.
I just got a text message. Hey, can I use your HBO? Should I respond back yes, or should I read this first?
You should read this
Read that first, out loud.
She really needs it though. I'm paying her, so okay. Here we go. Flip the script on Jay Miller. Now, am I reading this as me,
Yeah.
or is this like the intro?
It's the intro, but you can read it as you.
But
Unless you want to do a voice. Like you want Arnold Schwarzenegger to read it?
But do you want me to read it?
No, I cannot read.
Do you want me to read it like I'm just talking?
Yeah,
or
like
it's
your intro in the game.
Like I'm introing the game.
Yeah.
Like should I put on an intro voice?
As a matter of fact, before you read that, it's really about how you want to read
Yeah.
it, Jay. You know what I'm saying, Dennis?
I do.
Do a tally.
Why don't you read
Put a
it?
tally down. I want you to put a tally down. Come, Dennis, tally man. Here we go. Okay, flip the script on Jay Miller. Since the moment the show started, Mike and Derek have been competing to flip the script on Jay Miller. We all know Jay loves to answer a question with a question, thereby deflecting the conversation onto someone else. But Mike and Derek have been trying to nail Jay down to an answer. Every time Jay actually answered one of Mike or Derek's questions, they scored a point.
The game's already played, Jay.
You've been playing it all day.
You motherfuckers. I really wished he was telling time. I was really excited to talk to you about it because I'm like obsessed with time and counting things. And I was
It's like a double bust.
I can't wait to talk to you about this.
Like after the show.
If Jay answered by asking another question and no points were earned, Dennis kept score. So Dennis, please announce the winner.
In the third spot, Dennis the intern with 2.
Wait.
Oh, you keep your own score?
I kept my own score.
Before you give the rest of the answers, rest of the results. So explain this again. Anytime that
He's doing it right now.
Why don't, are we still playing? Are we still
Yeah, we
playing?
are
Is the
still
game
playing.
over? Is the game
The game's
officially
over. It's already announced. He's deflecting himself from his own. This is like meta. He's just deflected his own game.
So wait, so anytime you ask me a question and I answered with a question back,
It was a 0
That was
point.
no point awarded.
so what constitutes a point?
You had to, actually answer a question without deflecting. You had to
Without
commit to an answer.
deflecting.
Okay.
Now you must have been asked you like 70 questions.
Okay.
So the total questions answered can be tallied after all of these.
Okay.
Dennis the intern with 2.
2.
Derek D with 7. And the winner,
Oh!
Mike Polano with 11. 11 questions answered.
I kind of forgot to keep going, like throughout. But I guess I asked a lot of questions. But
But roughly out of all the questions that we asked you, you only answered definitively 20 of them.
I want to go back and if I would love if one of the listeners could go back and count how many questions were asked.
Sydney Lesperance,
Cha-ching.
do us a favor
Yeah.
and tweet that out. Make sure you tag at MidEvenings.
I think Dennis is pretty close here.
I think I answered more than
It was
half.
so uncomfortable when you started noticing the ticks. I'm like, how am I going to keep doing this now?
That was a good explanation, though.
Did we really threw you off with time?
Yeah, I mean, I figured it's like, oh, he's counting the segments, and I was like, oh, Dennis the intern. I thought that was top or bottom. So I was like, all right, it's the top or bottom segment. I was like, I just figured you had your own system of doing it.
That was a pretty good explanation, though, that you gave of what he was doing.
I just had to
On
throw
the fly,
something at the wall,
yeah.
man. I'm trying to make it as real as,
And I
as
fell
confusing
for
as
it.
possible.
I fell for it.
It was great as you were reading that, and we watched you realize it's like that this was the game happening the whole time.
Wow, what a turn of events. You guys got me good. Okay.
I got to tell you right now, man, that whole game was written, I guess, on the way home from New York City from the last podcast where we saw you at North South.
Right.
And we were riding in the car and we're like, well, Jason's going to be down Saturday, so what game should we play? What's the top or bottom going to be? Because that's one of the rare times where we're all in the car. When we were in the car, where we have time to sit together and hash out ideas.
Right,
Otherwise, it's on computers, right? So I don't even know how it came up, but we were driving down and you would like we were talking to Jay in the hallway, and you, like I said before, you made so many jokes that I missed, and we were talking about other appearances on other podcasts you had and how you would deflect everything, and
Right.
and some people were missing your jokes.
Yeah.
And it just kind of came up like that, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we were crying going through the tunnel or going over the bridge on the way home, just crying
man.
about how we were going to tailor this game to you, man. And it kind of worked out pretty good.
Yeah, I think it did. And his reaction was very good to it, finding out.
You got me on the reaction. I did not see that coming.
That's great.
And I
Thank you for playing. I guess.
Thank you for playing.
I don't think we can ever play that game again. All right, like that game is done in the books. Put it to bed.
It's a Jay Miller game right there.
Just reading stuff.
Just reading stuff.
Sorry.
Did you, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
What happened?
Did you tell her she could use the HBO? Or?
Yeah, we haven't got that. We need resolution.
Oh. How long have we been recording for?
What does she want to use? Like your code to get HBO Now or HBO Go?
She has HBO Go. She wants to watch it.
And who's she?
Yeah. Who is she?
right.
She was a friend. She's a friend of mine, a very close friend.
Do you touch her boobs?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Oh, old boobs.
Just say old boob.
Yeah, boobs from the past. Boobs of
She
our
doesn't
memory.
have like old.
No,
boobs.
she doesn't have. You know,
She still has
A
young
boobs of
boobs.
Miller's
I
Wait,
just
so
don't
is
touch
that-
them
swiftly
anymore.
flow the boobs.
So that's the equivalent of someone texting you, be like, "Yo, let me get your Netflix password."
No, it's kind of like you up. That's what that's like.
You up?
You know you up?
No, I don't know you up.
Any
up?
of you guys single?
Well,
You're
that-
single?
Yeah.
You don't know you up?
What is
I know
you
you up.
Oh, he knows.
Or
you up.
are you up?
Yeah, you.
Oh, that's a text. Like you
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, you text someone at like
you-
1
what-
a.m. You up? And
what
what that means is, do you want my P and your V?
You up?
Yeah, or you
essentially,
say-
are you down?
Or you say like you want to watch some Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
No. I don't know.
Asking you up is essentially asking if you're down. If, you know
If a
what I mean.
girl,
Oh.
if a girl asks me to Netflix and chill, I kind of like. I don't know. I'm older now, so
She got to say Hulu.
no.
No, you want HBO Go.
Amazon, you know.
Oh, is that? She just asked you for HBO. Is that?
She wants HBO Go.
Does that mean she wants to come over and watch HBO?
Or she
No,
wants?
she's not gonna come over. She's gonna watch it at her own place.
But how?
She's
your
gonna
password.
She's gonna log into HBO Go with his password. What are you?
That's
nine?
What, oh no. Okay. All right. That's what I was saying. Just like
Oh.
you said.
Play a little
I
game
apologize.
of bones.
Yeah,
If you know what I'm saying.
Bones.
Game of bones.
I don't know what you're saying. Like, is that like House?
I meant like the Game of Thrones, but like sex.
Oh, I thought you meant like the show on Hulu, Bones. Right? Isn't that a show?
Yeah, that's a show. I
Bones,
think it's on
where
Fox
he's the
or
doctor,
something.
Dr. Bones.
I have no idea.
I don't really know.
I thought they were like
What is this?
cops.
That is a sound that I want you to tell us right now.
That the show's over.
No, it's not over. What does that sound mean to
Is
you?
this a 3-hour show?
What does that
How long
sound
is
mean
this?
to you?
It's
man?
almost
What
over.
is it?
What?
Do you remember that sound?
Yeah.
The first sound.
The sound of dubstep. I'll never forget where I was.
The first time
I heard dubstep.
This sound
Just
indicates a little segment I like to call called the Armchair Futurist, and it shows really the pizza and the beer get you in a room, but it's all about the revolution of our guest, which is you, right? So in the year 20,
revolution?
the revolution of our
Sorry,
guest.
it's birds.
The year's 2050, and Jay Miller's sitting back in his reclining chair, looking at his industry.
Okay.
What does it look like? But before you answer that question, do you remember? Did you ever use AIM, AOL Instant Messenger?
Of course.
Oh, do you remember your screen name? Don't say it.
I had a few of them.
Do you-
I remember 'em.
Okay,
first
hold on.
bird, your very
All right, so
first.
we're gonna guess real quick before you answer that question what your screen name was. Don't say it.
I can't give you hints?
No, hey, we don't need hints. It's us listening to you this whole time and knowing Jay Miller, Dennis the intern.
Hold on. I want to try and think of one. Okay, I have two main ones.
I will say this, and I've said it every single show for the last year. It's amazing how close Derek gets. How he actually
pretty crazy.
nailed like the last three people, but missed like a number.
One I literally had
You-
the exact verbiage. I just didn't get the number right. But
Dennis, do you want to go first?
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
SIJ 420.
Oh, so you're implying some
Island?
stuff?
no,
Little
no.
Staten Island,
I'm
little,
getting a feeling of something New York Giantsy,
Oh.
like Giant J or something, or New NYJ Giants or something like that.
I'm going to go different route. I don't think it has to do with 420 or football giants. I'm going to say it has something to do with wrestling. Right? Oh, right. I'm on the right track.
Uh-oh.
So let me
I
see.
broke. But
I'm going to say like I don't know. Miller time WWE 15.
No, it would have been WWF. back then.
WWF 15. Thank you. 15. Is anybody even close?
I'm gonna answer with a question.
No shit.
No points there.
But I think you guys are underestimating or not realizing how old I am. So when I had Instant Messenger, I was still I was like an adult. I was like 25 years old.
Yeah, but my
Yeah, but you had
my
AOL
answer-
first. AOL, right? Remember
And you
America Online? You had that
And you
first.
still go to wrestling.
What?
You still go to wrestling matches.
So what does that mean?
But that my answer isn't really that off on time.
No, but yours was like a little kid, like Jay Miller, WWF #1 fan.
Yeah, 15th fan.
No, it has nothing to do with wrestling.
Okay.
I will say that one of them is named after my band, which is Monty Love 2000. So that's one that no one could have guessed. The other one is much simpler and not funnier. Now, what was yours?
I said it had something to do with maybe the Giants, or like Jay Mill Giant or Giant Jay.
It didn't. But that's a smart guess. Wrestling is. I mean, it was bad execution, but it was a good guess.
Okay.
Now, what did you say?
Story of my life.
I said like SIJ.
SIJ, like
Staten Island.
no, and you also
Jay.
said 420.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was implying a bunch
I
of
was
things.
implying
Did you
that
not
there
see
was
the
terrible.
tattoo on his?
That's
on
a
his
terrible
forearm?
thing.
I was implying that there was 400.
I've never smoked pot.
I was
There
only
were 420. Yeah,
19.
19.
I've never smoked
Other
pot in my
SIJs.
entire life. So that's. I feel like you don't even know me, Dennis. I'm gonna text you to leave.
Call back.
My name, my AOL name is Jay Miller 7.
Oh, there were 6.
That was your
before
very
you?
first one?
There were 6 other Millers.
Just so you know, well,
There
no,
were
my
6
birthday month is July.
Oh, okay.
So there might not. So that's how early I was on that. J Miller 7.
Yeah.
And
No
you could still
underscores.
Still works? You
You could
use it?
still hit me up there. Still,
I
use
did
it.
say Jay Mill.
Unbelievable, man. I want to find. I got to log into my old one and just see if it
Well,
just logs in.
J Miller 7 is my my spam account. That's where I send whenever I sign up for stuff. Everything goes to J Miller 7. So I go there every once in a while just to see if any old friends want to reconnect. But
They never do. They never want to have that front butt again.
No.
No front butt?
No front butt. So the year is 2050. What does your industry look
Oh,
like?
this is another thing?
No, it's the same question. You just haven't answered it yet.
But then you played a different game.
It's not really a game. It's just something we like to guess.
Okay, so what is the question? It's in the future. It's 2015.
Yeah, it's after the cat genocide of 2040.
2050. It's 2015 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 2050?
50.
You've been here that
How
long.
much years is that? 35?
I think it's 35.
So
I'm not a math
75
major,
years
but-
old?
Maybe.
And what am I what's the question? What am I doing? What does my future look like?
Not yours specifically, although if you want to answer it that way, you can. But it's the industry in which you'll be working.
Oh, the industry that I work in? Like TV?
Sure.
Ugh. I mean, I don't know. Everyone's gonna have my HBO Go password. I don't understand the TV industry. I don't know. I don't understand how people make money. I don't know how it works. Like, how do people make money? Like, what do they do? Like, do you know what I mean? TV.
Kinda, yeah.
There's like so much money going around, and then the show's on TV, and then I guess commercials pay for it, and then I'm like, people make commercials. Where does that money go?
Yeah.
Like, is that money?
Like, where's the origin of the money?
Is,
People buying the stuff in the commercials.
is it money well spent? I guess so. I mean, if I make a brand new cereal, do I pay $1 million to put a commercial on TV for my brand new cereal? I guess so, now that I think about it. But then, I don't know. I guess that makes sense.
Actually,
No.
So wait, we're making cereal
I
in
just don't
2050.
understand. Like,
2050, he's
I
going
work-
to have a cereal.
I work for a production company. I don't know how they make money. How do they pay everyone?
I get what he's saying. I think that too sometimes. I know what you mean.
Like, is he getting money? We're selling it to the network, and the network makes money from the commercials?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they-
how it works since
yeah.
the dawn of TV.
But it's funny of like,
Since the first product placement.
But it's so much money. Does it even out? I don't know. You're paying $1 million for a show. Are you making $1 million back from cereal? I don't know. I don't know how it all works.
Oh my god. That was
Jay,
amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Best answer. Yeah.
It was like there was like existential angst in it. Ennui.
Thank you so much for coming back on the show.
Hey,
man.
this is probably the most fun I've had on a podcast.
Oh, glad you said that.
I had a
man.
really good time. This was fun.
On the way out, is there anything you want to plug? That's
Maybe that's how they. How do they make money?
Where can we stalk you? At MidEvenings.
At
on
MidEvenings.
There you
I'm
go.
on Twitter, Snapchat at MidEvenings, Instagram at MidEvenings _ Jay Miller. I was originally just at MidEvenings on Instagram, and then I added MidEvenings Jay Miller just so people would see it, but I probably should have just kept it.
Should we just let him go? We just let him keep going?
Let him do it. I want to be here. I want to follow you everywhere and record you.
MidEvenings.com also. It's I don't even know how to run a website, so it's a Tumblr run by a fan. Goodbye.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, that's rich.
Oh, that was fun.